guys know the problem with being a mecha fan is? It's not having to hear people say stupid crap like, oh, I like this mecha anime. I like other mecha anime. This mecha anime is all about the characters. Spoken like somebody who's never watched a single mecha anime in their life. Or saying, oh, all this is just a toy commercial. Yeah, so it's the 1987 Turtles, your point. Oh, all mecha and anime is just a bunch of big boobed school-age girls that go bouncy that immediately just fall over to pieces for a man. It's so sexist. I would like to introduce you to Gunbuster. It's not all those. It's that when you're a mecha fan, you're a fan of a niche of a niche. Anime is a niche fan base of a great medium. Mecha anime is a niche of that. And since a vast majority of mecha anime is over there in Japan, and I had to find fan subs or sit down, hope and pray, and maybe bribe Discotech to get the latest mecha anime, it's hard to do that. And if you guys follow the Discord, you'll also know my little brother has problems also finding some good mecha fanfics dedicated to some of the stuff we've done. I mean, shoot. The two we've done so far on this channel, one half of those didn't have much of the mecha at all. But then again, unlike other mecha anime, oh, sorry, 3, I forgot Ava. Unlike other mecha anime, Full Metal Panic focuses on the character. That was a joke. But still, so when you want to highlight a fandom of a mecha you love, you're kind of hoping or praying that you can either go to the Japanese side of a place and find Japanese fanfics, find Dojinshi, or get your fanfic-loving friends into the same series that you are and hope and pray they write fanfics. Luckily for me, my mom is about as geeky as I am, so I think to relax for a bit before I decide what next ponyfic or fanfic I do, I'll pull out some of my mom's stuff. After all, the only reason why I haven't done Fandom Fridays is because I haven't found time to do it. But in this case, I found new ways to do this instead. So without further ado, here's some random Mazinger fics. Why? Because I love Mazinger. I didn't think I would love it this much, but I do. I love the first series. Great even more in Grandizer. I love how the characters work. I love the themes of it all. I love the strength of the characters. I love it all. So, first story, our go. Surgery in the Science Center by my mom. Kenzo looked proudly at the radar screen, seeing that once again his adopted son Tetsuya had saved the world from the Mycenaean war beast. He was about to leave the observatory when he saw Shiro running towards him just before hugging him tightly. "What's wrong, son?" he asked, hugging him back. "Daddy, it's Tetsuya-san. He almost dragged me down right into the bathroom. Then I heard him throwing up," he replied tearfully. "I knocked on the door and asked if he's alright, but he just started moaning like he's in pain." Kenzo frowned at this. "I'll go check on him." He was about to leave when he saw Tetsuya leaning in the doorway, holding his stomach. "Tetsuya, are you alright? Shiro said you were throwing up." Great Mazinger pilot began to grin. "It's nothing, really. Just a bad stomachache." He was in pain, then nearly collapsed on the floor. "Tetsuya, you're sick. Don't downplay it." He lifted him up in his arms and carried him to the med bay, where he laid him down and called the doctor. The doctor came over and checked him over while Kenzo told him what happened. Tetsuya winced in pain as the doctor pressed his right abdomen, then looked at his vital signs. Low fever. Start pain in the right lower quadrant. He looked down at the pilot. Young man, you have appendicitis. We're going to have to operate immediately. Tetsuya sighed. Great. I have to wear one of those gowns, don't I? The doctor grinned. I'm afraid so. The nurse will be here shortly to start your IV. It gives you something to relax you. You might feel kind of groggy, but that's normal. He didn't let Kenzo know. The scientist frowned at this. I was afraid of this. He looked at June. Call Koji. Tell him what happened. We might need him to back you up just in case.
What?
June ran for the phone and called him. Shiro went over to the doctor.
Can I see my son before he gets operated on?
He smiled at the youngest Kawato. But of course. He does need some medicine, so he might say some silly things.
That's okay.
Shiro ran to Tetsuya's room and over to his bed.
Hi, Tetsuya.
Tetsuya gave his kid brother a slight smile. Hey there. Say, Shiro, have you ever really looked at your fingers? I mean, really look at your fingers? He raised up his hand to examine them. Man, what awesome fingers. Shiro giggled.
I like you, Tetsuya. You're funny.
Koji grinned despite his worry as he walked into the room. Hey, Tetsuya, heard what happened? He placed a gentle hand on his brother's. Not to worry, I'll keep an eye on things. Tetsuya giggled. Oh, little bitty Koji Woji will take care of everything. He then gazed at his brother's eyes. I love you, man. Koji grinned. Have you been warned about the pre-op man? Yes, I will, and I love you too. He gave a brotherly kiss on his forehead, then walked out with Shiro. She came into the room to see her sparring partner / sweetheart.
Tetsuya, how are you feeling, besides sleepy?
Tetsuya smiled at her. Okie dokie. Say June. He leaned towards her as to tell her a secret. There's exactly 598 itty-bitty holes in that ceiling tile. She giggled. That's good to know. She gave a quick peck on the lips, then stepped back as the tech wheeled him into the operating room. Tetsuya was laid on the operating table, where he saw his adopted father gowned and masked. He held onto his son's hand. I'm here, Tetsuya. The pilot smiled at him. Hi, Daddy. Are you gonna rob me like they are? He asked, indicating the operating team. Genzo grinned despite his worry. Yes, son, but don't worry about that now. You're safe. Thus then, the anesthesiast.
Oh, sir, it took you one time to get anesthesia, but it took you a whole minute by Amsterdam.
Shut up, Trixie. I'm still embarrassed. Now, Tetsuya, I want you to name the members of your family. He told him. Dad, Koji, Shiro, June. He was then fast asleep. Kenzo then gave his eldest son's hand one last squeeze, then left the room to wait for the rest of his family. Tetsuya felt himself flying slowly in the dream. He smiled, feeling free. Glanced to his left, then blessed as he saw June posing like a Venus statue, with strategically covering his feet. She blew a kiss at him, then winked. He chuckled and blew a kiss at her in turn. He then saw Great Mazinger, sitting with Mazinger Z at the table, two sharing some sake. Brothers till the end, he said with a grin. He waved as he passed by Boro, who did a silly dance as it waved to him. Then he saw Shiro and his robot junior Macker waving a checkered flag.
You're done.
Done? Done with what? Tetsuya asked. He then heard someone calling his name, telling him to wake up. Oh sure, Tetsuya gets all that fun stuff. But me, knowing my luck, if I was ever put under, I would probably just be having one of my many dreams where I'm traveling to somewhere in my home state, picking up stuff, or just going to a random shop and finding a whole bunch of rare toys that I've always wanted, and then groaning when I wake up to find out that, to remind myself that I could never have them. Tetsuya opened his eyes and smiled as he saw his adopted father looking at him. Hey, Dad, he said sleepily, still feeling the effects of the anesthetic. Welcome back, son. He kissed his forehead. The operation went great. The doctor said you have to take things easy for about 6 weeks, so no piloting for a while. He frowned at this, but soon perked up when Koji came over.
Hey, it's fine. Just like you handle things for me, I'll handle things for you. So it's you.
Tetsuya held his hand. Thank you, Koji. You're the best.
And one more, since I've got a nice little over 10-minute limit that I really want to get through.
Shelter from the storm. Shelter from the storm. It was a dark and stormy night. Tetsuya laid on his bed, reading a manga about two brothers and a philosopher's stone, while halfway listening to the thunderstorm outside. Suddenly, the storm opened wide to reveal the scared Shiro, his adopted kid brother.
Tetsuya, can I stay with you for a while, please? That storm's kind of scary.
He asked worriedly. The great Mazinger pilot smiled. Sure, come on. He moved over in his bed, giving the youngest Kabuto room. You know that thunder's just a bunch of noise, right?
Shiro nodded. Yeah, but that noise is scary. Sounds like a major mecha battle out there.
He chuckled. No arguments there. So, any chance that Cozy will come over too?
Cozy? No way.
Shiro shook his head.
Cozy's not scared of anything.
Just then there was a loud crash of thunder. The sound was very similar to a building falling into the earth. Shiro wrapped his arms tightly around his brother's waist, closing his eyes. Before Tetsuya could say anything, he looked at the doorway just in time to see Koji spread over to the bed. He loudly yelled as he jumped in and wrapped his arms around Tetsuya's waist, burying his face into his chest as he muttered a soft cry for help. The eldest brother looked down to Mazinger pilot. Koji, don't tell me you're scared of a little thunderstorm, he said with a smile.
A little thunderstorm? Are you nuts? Koji replied. Sounds like a dozen mecha beasts out there. A dozen tick-off mecha beasts.
Do you think we should tell Daddy about it?
Shiro asked. Tetsuya shook his head. If there really were a dozen, or even one, mecha beast, the warning system would have already kicked off. He reassured him. So, since we're all together, how about I read you guys this manga? It's about brotherhood and a search for a stone. The two nodded. Anything to take their minds off the racing thunderstorm. Alright then. He proceeded to read the manga aloud until the three of them fell asleep. Kenzo, their father, looked on at them and smiled. He dusted the covers and planted a kiss on their foreheads before retiring to his own bedroom. I think tomorrow I'll do 3 more. And then, well, not tomorrow, next week. I'll do 3 more, and then I think I'll move on to either a ponyfic or a certain Star Wars and Star Trek fic that really needs to be done. See you next time.